Alright guys, we are going to take a quick look at the Easton Full Metal Jacket. Now the name Easton Full Metal Jacket has been around for a while, but this particular one is the 6mm Easton Full Metal Jacket. So I mean it's a little newer, but they have a 6mm, a 5mm, and a 4mm. All full metal jackets are skinnier. I mean they're a skinnier diameter arrow. The 6mm is the thicker of the three. And we keep these around because you're actually able to use and install a standard insert, a standard Easton ST insert. So when you actually install this particular insert, it's instead of going down in the shaft like you'd see on the 5mm hidden inserts, they actually still just flush up with the top just like a normal insert that you're used to. With the 5mm they use the hidden insert, so the top of it actually would go down in the shaft, and we've done that before and there's nothing wrong with that at all. We don't personally keep them around because installing those at a distance for people can be troublesome, because broadheads, not knowing what type of broadheads people are using and stuff, some have longer shafts than others, and they won't flush down just right if you don't know exactly what you're going to be using. So it's just a little hard for shops to install that kind of thing at a distance. The 4mm, similar problems, plus the 4mm uses the Deep 6 insert, which has a completely different thread in them, which requires a specific type of broadhead and field tip to use. But we keep the 6mm around, like I said, just for that. But they are skinny, and the Full Metal Jacket by nature is designed to help kinetic energy output. If you are a hunter, you have a faster bow with speed to spare, and you want to, just up your knockdown power, throw one of these on it, and it will do that. It'll slow you down, but it will throw some serious oomph behind your shot, and that's no joke. I mean, you still have to get the proper spine for your setup, just like anything else, but these arrows are heavier compared to other arrows of the same spine, just because that's what they're designed for. They're meant to hit hard, and where they're skinnier, they are meant to help penetrate hard too. So that knockdown power plus the skinny diameter slices right through stuff. I mean, this is the kind of arrow people switch to right before they go like big game hunting. Like no joke. Like these do the job. So this arrow is an aluminum and carbon hybrid. It has an aluminum outer coating on it, which is everything you see here, and it actually has a carbon core. So I don't really know if you can see this all that well. Hopefully you can, but if you look down in that, there's actually aluminum on the outside and carbon on the inside, which is really cool if you ask me. And it does add some serious durability to it. I mean, think about it. We've got a well-built carbon arrow with an aluminum armor shell. So, I mean, just think about that. Like, it definitely does its job. Like I said, that's where the name Full Metal Jacket comes from. And one thing I want to stress, just look at this thing. Full Metal Jackets have always been one of the coolest looking, just nicest looking arrows, period. They look lethal. I mean, just look at them. So they look awesome. So I always say when I'm talking about arrows that most of it comes down to what the shooter needs. But if you are a shooter that needs or is simply looking for more kinetic energy, an arrow that will shoot hard, and you have a bow that can spare the speed, and you have a faster bow, or you're just looking to balance speed and kinetic energy a little bit, this is your guy. For sure. I have in that situation, I have put many shooters over the years into Full Metal Jackets with great success. So if you are in the market for that, better, a harder hitting arrow, skinnier arrow, better penetration, I think this is your one. So check it out. If this is right for you, awesome. Read up on it, see if they are. If not, that's part of the fun, figuring out what's going to work for you. But these are great arrows. They look good, they hit hard, and they're definitely worth an extra look if you're trying to pick out something new for yourself.